Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Aina Amrah binti Aimi, and for my part is additional information of speech disorder Apraxia. Okay, for the first point, speech language pathologies or SLPs are instrumental in both diagnosing and treating apraxia of speech, or we call it AOS. Okay, so who are they? Okay, so they are vital in diagnosing apraxia of speech or AOS through specialized assessment and clinical expertise. Okay, so what are their jobs? Okay, so they develop tailored treatment plans using evidence-based strategies to help individuals with AOS improve their speech abilities, so ensuring more effective communication and better quality of life. Okay, for the second point, diagnosing AOS is a complex process due to the absence of a single defining symptom or diagnostic test. Okay, what are the mean of the sentence? Okay, so diagnostic apraxia of speech, or we call it AOS, can be challenging because it doesn't have one clear or a specific test to confirm it. Instead, it involves looking at a combination of different factors, such as how a person speaks or how consistently they make speech errors, so and how well they can coordinate their speech movements. Okay, so this complexity makes it necessary for speech language pathologists or SLPs to carefully evaluate a person's speech and communication abilities to determine if they have AOS. Okay, so let's move on to the point number 3. Okay, so diagnosis hinges on the observation of a cluster of characteristic symptoms. Okay, so what is the meaning of this sentence? Okay, so diagnosing apraxia of speech, or we call it AOS, relies on noticing a group of symptoms or specific signs that typically occur together. Okay, so these symptoms may include difficulty pronouncing words correctly, inconsistent speech errors, and problems planning the movement needed for a speech. Okay, so it's like looking at a puzzle where all the pieces or symptoms need to fit together to make the diagnosis. Okay, so speech language pathologists or SLPs use their expertise to observe and recognize these patterns of symptoms to confirm the AOS. Okay, so now we have moved on to the last point. Okay, so diagnosing childhood AOS necessitates a more extended observation period. Okay, so why it be like that? Okay, so diagnosing childhood apraxia of speech, or we call it AOS, requires a longer observation period because children's abilities can change and develop over time. Okay, so unlike in adults, where AOS symptoms may be more apparent. So in children, it's important to observe their speech patterns and progress over an extended period to make an accurate diagnosis. Okay, so this allows speech language pathologists or SLPs to better understand on how the condition affects a child's speech development and to differentiate it from a normal speech development variations.